Hola, buenas noches a todos y bienvenidos a un nuevo directo. Y ahora mismo me voy.
¿Te has enfadado?
Ya,
¿Ya no quieres jugar más?
me olvidé de coger el móvil.
A ver, me lo he pedido que te lo daba yo.
Bienvenidos a un nuevo directo. Hoy vamos a jugar a Saint Kotar, una nueva aventura gráfica de terror psicológico que ha salido esta semana, si mal no recuerdo. Sí, fue esta semana. Y vamos a probar a ver qué tal está. Ya sabéis que nosotros somos grandes amantes de las aventuras gráficas y ya cuando...
Amantísimos.
¿Eh?
Amantísimos.
Y ya cuando se mezcla con el género del terror. Aunque la verdad es que no hay muchas aventuras gráficas de terror.
No, pero si las hay, seguro que alguna hemos jugado.
Hemos jugado
Casi todas.
los grandes clásicos, como Dark Seed y cosas así. En fin, bueno.
Bueno, y yo alguna más raruna, pero...
Sí, I have mouth and I must scream, ¿no?
Por ejemplo, el Sanitarium, que no sé si salió en castellano.
Ni idea. Bueno, vamos a ver qué tal este Saint Kotar. Que no bruja.
Supongo que tendrás que darle, pero si no, no parece que haya nada.
Ah, ahí, mesilla de noche.
My old nightstand. Mother said they threw it away. There's a matchbox inside the drawer.
Pues mira qué suerte. Por ahí andaba.
Sí. Ah, mira.
Ah, tiene
Truqui.
hotspot.
Mother, I'm in the basement.
Jesús.
Qué gran padre. Joder. Madre mía. Vaya panorama.
Ay, ¿dónde está el chaval ahora?
There are at least a dozen matches inside the box.
Sobre la vela.
El otro estaba por ahí, en el medio de la pantalla, más o menos.
Es que como para encontrarlo sin la ayuda, ¿eh? Porque yo por lo menos...
Iba a decir madre de Dios, pero literalmente.
Help me!
¡Corre!
You silly. What are you doing? It's me.
¿Está hablando la...? Ah. Bueno, no sé qué es peor.
I'm sorry. I thought you were that witch. How many times do I have to tell you? Witches don't exist.
¿No es un poco raro esto?
Sí, es un poco.
Two of us here.
Ah, vale, es tu hermana, se supone, ¿no?
Father would never lie to
Creo
us.
que sí.
About what now? About the witch that cursed our bloodline. He's just trying to scare us with stories so we don't do anything wrong. And today you did wrong, so he punished you by locking you down here in the dark.
¿Y tú qué haces aquí?
What did I do? I still don't understand. You talked to that tall boy. Don't you remember? We are not allowed to talk to other people anymore. They are evil. I thought that meant we must avoid adults. How am I supposed to make friends then? Mother said we have each other and God. right. I don't think we need anyone else.
Me pego un tiro.
O se lo pegas a ella.
Why are you here?
Esto es una muy buena pregunta.
I heard Father talking to himself before going to get you in your room. So I ran here and hid. But why? You know he's going to be very angry at you once he finds out. Because I've promised I wouldn't let you be alone in the dark again. And when I promise something, you never break a promise. I know. I'm glad you were here. I can't forget our aunt's white face. Me neither. She looked so different. Her head was so bloated and pallid. And her eyes
Qué
and
agradable.
hair, so dark. The curse did that to her. Don't be ridiculous. She's at peace now. That's all that matters.
Tengo que bajarle la música, ¿eh?
I hope she is.
Sí, las voces parecen súper bajitas.
Rand was once such a beautiful woman, full of life, a perfect creation of God.
Madre mía.
But her fate was nothing more than a Sunday morning rite, and the witch's curse just a fairy tale story. Evil is everywhere, my dear children. It is hiding in the shadows of this world. It takes form of
Y vas tú y los encierras en un sótano oscuro.
Father,
Eso no es de malas personas.
You should look up to your sister.
Eso fue un bofetón.
Unlike
Creo que sí.
this God and this family.
it's my fault he went to talk to that boy. I ignored him because I was looking into the coffin and I lost sense of time. Ah, I beg you, don't hurt him anymore.
You must learn to be alone with God. You must learn.
Joder, lo tienes
Buenas
que
noches,
poniendo
Pepe.
bonito.
Learn what true faith
Es una aventura gráfica. ¿Qué esperas?
Juzga tú mismo.
It was just a dream. I often think about that peculiar day. But I've never relived it so vividly in my dreams. Why now?
Y buenas
Why
noches,
in
Pepe.
this place?
Sí, buenas noches.
I need my glasses. I can't even think without them.
Sí, no, ya. Viendo cómo ves, no me extraña tampoco. Bueno, parece que ha bajado
¿Tienes
un
algo en contra de los que vemos borroso, sin gafas?
poco. No, pero no veo tres en un burro y yo quiero ver.
Así es la vida.
Biblia, rosario, pasaporte, nada.
Debería tenerlas cerca.
The fabric is full of moth-eaten holes, though too small for my glasses to have fallen through.
Cojín, cojín.
Nothing here except a thick layer of
Encima de la
dust.
mesa.
¿Suelo?
Ah, here they are. Fallen to the floor, but still intact. Thinking of the dream I had,
Bien, ya
I don't
vemos.
remember going to sleep at all. We came in, and then we came in. Victoria and Nikolai went upstairs to prepare for the castle. Nothing. I must have fainted. I have to talk to Victoria
Anda
at
que.
once.
Esto es una pileta de agua bendita.
Is this meant to represent a basin? Like at the entrance of a church? This is blasphemy. That's not holy water for sure.
Huele
Weird
raro.
smell. Looks disgusting. I'm staying away from it.
Bien, nada más.
¿Pero en qué casa se supone que estamos?
No tengo ni idea. Mira un farolillo.
I checked it last night. It's useless. There's not enough oil inside.
Cambia lo de las voces si quieres y la música y todo eso.
Sí, ya lo he hecho.
Joder. Se ve que era cuando estaba hablando con Pepe que no me enteré.
This woman eerily reminds me of Victoria in her younger days. A cold black fireplace, that the same feeling I'm getting from the rest of the...
¿Qué es esto? Ah, vale, hablar con Victoria. Chupi. Dios, mira todo el polvo que se cuela por la... que se ve por el...
Ya.
Mola. Y por aquí no parece que haya nada más. Estas caras que salen
Es
de las-
chunguísimo.
paredes es muy raro, ¿eh?
Te imagínate bajar por la noche por ahí. Pff, coño, me está mirando. Qué susto.
Nikolai. ¿Qué coño hace
Codex
Nikolai?
Niva, Heart of Pagopice, and Dino Tominic. I've never heard of these works.
¿Qué fue eso?
Yo.
Ah.
¿Se le ha encendido una bombilla en el cerebro?
Nikolai,
Yes, Benedict?
where's Victoria?
I don't know.
Do you have the slightest idea why Victoria rented?
I don't even know how she found it.
Looks like the owner is some kind of artist, or is at least convinced to be.
Ya te digo.
I agree. I've never seen so many masks in my life.
That's a strange paint.
It is.
Why?
Please, do as I say.
Pues veo un hombre que no sabía peinarse.
That is not a mere shadow. It's a symbol of darkness, of evilness devouring this lost man.
Qué mal rollo de cuadro.
Mean eyes at the edge of a wicked soul. A snake-like mouth implies a man who cannot be trusted, at the very least.
Bueno, parece que ya, ¿no? ¿Confirmamos? Confirmamos.
I've taken a closer look at the painting.
You don't recognize this man?
I've never seen him before.
And nothing.
Why would anything happen to me?
Last night, after your sister and I came upstairs, she was getting ready for the. I wonder. Yesterday, when we boarded the train.
¿Pasaste la mitad de la conversación?
No. Solo paso el texto.
Just the three of us.
A mí me parece que no tenía sentido eso, pero...
Wasn't there a man who came in?
By placing the sign "Do Not Disturb" on our, the only time that door opened
Pasó
was
una
when the
conversación.
conductor peered in to tell us we have arrived at our destination. You haven't answered. Why would anything?
I don't know yet. Please. And when we left the train station.
Notice whom? Your dear wife was over the moon to have finally arrived, and she couldn't stop talking about the place, but said nothing about anyone following.
Right. And on there was a strange ritual taking place.
And what about the mass of hooded? It was a dreadful scene.
I remember the goosebumps when hearing the crowd pray as one voice, though.
Let me tell you what happened after that. We found the path which led us to this house. What happened when Victoria knocked?
Well, we realized the door was actually ajar.
And the owner wasn't here. Just silence. Once we entered the house,
I said it before. We went upstairs to prepare for the castle exhibition.
leaving me to wander alone downstairs in complete darkness. You found nothing odd about the house being empty?
I did, but Victoria said it's nothing to worry.
Vale.
We never went to the castle?
You don't remember?
The last thing I remember is...
What do you mean?
I mean, everything after was only a dream, but... Victoria dragged me into this town to make... We never went there, did we? Which means I left the monastery only to...
We both fell into an inexplicable void.
Tell me what happened.
I'm afraid I don't have the answers. What happened is that while I was waiting for her to get ready, my attention was drawn by this painting. The next
Poderosamente.
moment, I was seeing myself relive yesterday's events with one.
The whole time.
He was in our cabin, and he was that gigantic effigy. Shortly afterwards, he emerged from the crowd in human form again, unchanged. Once we got here, he jumped on my back, and he asked me to carry him up.
Madre mía, ¿cómo se le va la olla?
Carrying this being on your back.
He was holding so tightly that I could feel. After we finally got upstairs, I was so upset and in pain that I quickly turned around to reprimand him, and Instead, saw a human-sized crow. It croaked at me and then soared inside the painting. I wanted. That was the moment I woke on the bed, fully dressed.
Joder, ¿cómo está el patio?
Why did you ask me all those
I had to separate the dream from the.
startlingly real? Just like my. We should leave this.
After I woke, I noticed Victoria didn't even sleep on the. I found only you, still asleep on the couch.
¿Y qué pensaste?
We have to force.
We are guests in this house, and needless to say,
¡Hombres de
men of
Dios!
God, we must. I've already searched this floor for a key, and tried to open the balcony door.
Pues sí que estamos bien.
What about the.
Strangely enough, or maybe for stay here and give it a second look. Whatever you force should be our last resort to leave.
Rarísimas,
Or
Pepe.
maybe we.
Let's hurry up then.
Ojo,
Están flipando un poco.
raro no es la palabra.
Just don't look.
Vale, lo de siempre. Bueno, esto ya lo miré. A ver, lo pienso. Sí, ya lo sé. Puedo cambiar de personaje, sí. Bueno, ya hemos hecho el
Ala.
tutorial.
Ya está el tutorial. Muy bien.
Vamos a mirar para arriba. Primero. Corre como un... ¿Pato? Cuá, cuá.
Es una persona un poco rara.
No sabe qué hacer con los brazos.
A giant bowl made out of clay. Filled.
Aceite para el... Dios.
A yellow blanket, wrinkled only on one side of the bed.
Ah, cortinas. Vamos a abrir las cortinas. Venga.
I need light.
Sí, que entre un poco de luz, por Dios.
I'm pretty sure it's not sure what's the cause, because both sides of the door.
Armarito.
All I see here is a lonely coat rack.
Me la quedo.
Con eso podemos
If we don't find a
hacer...
civilized
Sí.
way to get out of here soon, this rack could come in.
Pues cógela.
If we don't,
Vale, pues no.
No, no quiere. Es un hombre de Dios.
No veo mucho más por aquí ya, ¿eh?
¿Por qué ponía por abajo? ¿Puerta? No, debajo de la puerta. ¿Puerta? Subterránea.
No, eso no lo había visto.
it looks like mud. It has a sickly odor. If I could push it back with a stick or something similar, I might.
Percha. Percha.
Ahora sí, ¿no?
Forgive me, God, but I must take this. I think it'll.
Joder.
I was right. It fits perfectly underneath.
No sé, no veo nada.
Looks like there's mud on the outside. That should be enough to open the door. My God. Nikolai, come upstairs quickly. You must see this.
Just a moment. Have to finish
Joder.
here first.
Pero si no estás haciendo nada.
Precisamente. Tendrás que hacer algo.
Vamos a ver si me deja coger el farol.
I don't need
No tiene un desperdicio corriendo.
Strange piece of art, I must say. A cold breeze is caressing my face.
Qué raro eres. ¿Y este, la pileta?
Se
qué?
conforma con bien poco, la verdad.
¿Eh?
It doesn't look inviting, but I think I should go check on Benedict upstairs now.
Come closer. Take a look at this.
¿Qué estilo?
No sé si me convence. Eso es por cómo corren, ¿verdad?
Si es que además empezó justo en el momento idóneo. Ah, masa extraña. Cabeza de
Cabeza de
cuervo.
What is this? It looks like a mixture of earth, blood, and
Flesh.
Qué rico.
Qué cochada.
Qué pudding.
a rotten wooden stick. I don't need it. All crows look exactly the same to me.
Indeed. Just like the one in your dream.
Have you noticed these marks on the door? They were unnoticeable with the door closed.
I don't think these are just random marks. It's a symbol. And it looks like it was made by sharp fingernails.
Bueno, ahora tenemos una llave.
No, sabemos dónde tenemos la llave.
You understand
Ah,
now
pensé que
why
la
I
había
wanted to
cogido.
leave the moment I saw this house?
Calm down, Benedict.
I am calm, but we both don't remember what happened here, and we both, and now this. Can you still smell that?
Maybe
Doubtful. The crow looks like it's been recently decapitated, and the mud is still wet. Don't you want?
I can't think clearly in here. Haven't tried it yet.
At least I
Buenas
won't have to
noches,
walk over the
Wiki.
top
Buenas
around the
noches a
balcony
Wiki, buenas
and
noches
risk an
Tono.
injury by jumping below.
You think Victor?
If it wasn't
Ah,
you
no había
or
tono. Buenas
even me,
noches.
who else could have done
Pobre
it?
Tono.
The man from the painting?
Que a
I
mí me
knew
acaba de
it.
aparecer ahora, por eso no lo
Come
vi.
on. You really think she's capable of such a thing? What's the matter with you?
She may be my sister, but I
Por
don't know
cierto,
her
al,
anymore. I do know she's
al
playing with
final de
things she
House
doesn't
of
understand.
Ashes jugaremos mañana. Que parece que nos da para una hora, hora y media. Todavía lo que queda.
Things she doesn't.
Things no one should understand. The symbol, the
You mean
witchcraft, I believe. She's playing the role of a witch to play with me, unaware of the consequences.
my wife is not a saint, but to think she's practicing demonic things is You think she made us forget last night and
No, but she's the one who picked this house. Not you, and certainly not me. That was a deliberate choice of the plan.
Muchas gracias, Tono.
Gracias Tono por ese sub. Ah, sí, da gusto hacer directos.
and what would that plan be?
I think the castle exhibition was just a lure. Her real intention was to drag me into this town to play with my beliefs and fears.
You really don't know her anymore. What happened between the two?
She became the same person our aunt was. Godless and incredulous about. Hopefully he's at a place where he found peace. Unaware of my...
Esta gente es demasiado religiosa para mí, ¿eh?
Sí. La verdad es que sí.
The key I
You
Que
already
fallo tono.
revealed your suspicion about the key. Why are you mentioning...
If the key
I don't know and I don't care. She could have locked the door from the inside, left the key, and then jumped from the balcony.
That's my point.
I think she found a second key. Because no footprints are visible in the mud outside.
Something else. Let's go out.
No, I've had enough of talking, and I don't intend to search for her.
You can't just leave. She's your sister, for God's sake.
She stopped being that a long time ago. Just look around and think about everything we discussed today.
Qué mala persona eres, Pepe.
I'll say it again. Something else must have happened. There must be a logical explanation to all of this. Why did you even agree to come here?
Obviously, I wanted to see and feel what it looks like in hell.
I'm not in the mood for joking.
And what else could she do? After I declined, the only way to have it her way was to persuade. He must have given her his blessings only because of the assignment he had for me. Talk to the. See, there's nothing in the official Vatican archives about Sveti Kotar. And after coming here, I think I know why. Can we go downstairs now? I have a train to catch, and I need to find that priest.
I'll accompany you, my brother. It's a small town. We should...
Se van a poner a correr los dos juntos.
There's nothing more in there.
Ah, después de la cogió entonces, sí. Tienes toda razón.
It's locked.
Ay, qué... A alguien le gusta
Before we
chupar
step
cámara,
outside, you have to promise that once we find your sister, you'll talk to her. There must be no arguments.
Why do I have a feeling you are not leaving with me?
Can't you reevaluate your decision?
I'm leaving, Nikolai.
We never planned to leave the next day. Didn't she tell you? This house was rented for 3 nights.
She did not. So much about having no secrets between us. Please, leave me alone.
Good day, gentlemen.
Good day, sir.
My name is Martin Mostov. I am a detective in the service of the town of Sveti Kotar.
Vaya
How
pintas.
can we help?
Ya te
Is
digo.
there anyone else inside the house?
No one. It's just me and him. Why?
Where's the woman?
The house is empty. What's going on?
We came here looking for a woman, only to find 2 scared men.
And who's the man in your company?
Dr. Eric Hatur.
Doctor?
Jatu.
Mr. Hatur, is somebody hurt?
Dr. Hatur is the warden of the asylum. He helps the local police force with his knowledge of the mind.
Not a man of words, Dr. Hatur.
He prefers to keep quiet, just like your friend here.
Are you looking for the owner of the house? Because we don't know where she is.
Hand the key of the house to Mr. Hatur.
Why?
Just do as I say.
No parece muy normal, pero vale.
No, esta gente muy normal no parece.
I'm sorry. Did you say something?
I heard nothing.
Are we free to go now, Martin?
No, you both have to follow me.
Why?
Yes, I'd like to know as well. Why do we have to follow you?
Orders from above.
How can we trust you to be what you say you are?
What's with the face? You never seen a photo of a man with an intact head? It was taken before the incident.
Sí, no me había fijado.
Yo pensé que era un defecto de la foto, sinceramente.
Se le ve medio hundido aquí.
Yes, I'd like to know as well. Why do we have to follow you?
Orders from
mierda.
How can...
What's with the...
Que le di el...
Where are you taking us?
Down to the police station where everything will be explained to you.
What prevents you from discussing the matter right here and now?
I'm not in the position to do that. There's a hierarchy I have to respect.
Who is the woman that you seek?
The woman's name... the woman's name is,
Victoria.
What for? Why do you need her?
Sir, everything will be explained to you in the station. Now, if you don't mind, please follow me.
Whatever harrowed you through last night, it'll be nothing compared to what will happen
Madre
if
mía.
you do not obey.
¿Tú qué dices? ¿Empujamos?
No sé, a mí todo me da miedo ya. Y tengo curiosidad. Ay,
Vale, ya hemos vuelto, que se ha desconectado todo. Venga, vamos a ser
Benedict,
gente
what do you say?
We have no choice.
All right.
civilizada.
We'll do as you
Por
say.
ahora.
Come.
por lo menos por saber, ¿no?
Sí, sí. ¡Madre mía! Esto parece un matadero.
Joder, es un poco
I
chepudo,
guess one could get lost by looking at this mirror for too long. It's so dark. Anyone on the other side? I have a train to catch. Why am I being held here
Como
like
un
some kind
pecador
of sinner?
cualquiera.
Can someone tell me? I think I heard someone. I did nothing wrong, and you have no authority over me. Let me go.
Place all your belongings inside the box. Push it back into the wall once you're done.
Jesus
Don't try
Christ.
to deceive us.
Ya te digo.
Jesus Christ, sí.
Esto es
Viene el pelo.
chungo.
Do not test our faith in you, and do not
Madre mía.
do not
Joder.
I'm not giving my Bible to anyone, even at the.
Joder.
Pero el pasaporte no hay problema, ¿verdad? Pasaporte
Pero
no
la
hay
Biblia es la Biblia.
I trust you for now, but at the end of the process, you'll be searched thoroughly. Decisions have consequences in this town, little priest. Now, please step into the light so we can begin.
Pero qué cojones.
You seem to obey orders, unlike your brother in the other room. Admirable.
He's just a brother-in-law.
Gigi!
So, Benedict, what a strange surname. Donani?
¿Eh?
Dochnani.
Whom do you serve, Benedict Dochnani?
I serve only God.
We all do. But you serve him in a different way, don't you, little priest?
I'm a monk among the ranks of the Pauline Order.
Ah, monkhood, a way of life in solitude and silence with God. Many believers. What can you tell me about that brother of yours, Nikolai Kali-A-Kin?
He is a deacon.
That's not what he said to us. Are you trying to lie to me?
He abandoned the path to priesthood to marry her. Deacons are allowed to serve in both houses.
Baby shark do-do-do-do-do, baby shark do-do-do-do-do, baby shark do-do-do-do-do, baby shark.
Que
Esto,
corta rollos.
esto me recuerda que hace poco Alexa cumplió 3 años en España. ¿Adivinas cuál es una de las canciones más pedidas? Está en el top 10 de canciones más pedidas, Alexa. Baby Shark.
What do you mean?
His orphanage days. The mass grave they found at the orphanage.
What?
You must have heard about the witch nun from Minsk.
Monja bruja.
Vaguely. I was very young back then.
Your brother was there. You saw all those decaying child corpses in the backyard. It's horrible just thinking about it.
Y no fui yo. Ah, no fue Pepe.
No, fue tono.
Ah,
I know nothing about him and his past.
lo dio por supuesto.
I think
Ya.
he's trying to protect him.
Pepe es el gran defensor de Baby
Find
Shark.
out everything we want to eventually.
It's the truth. I barely spoke a word to the man before coming here.
Quite an interesting family.
Y ahora vas a empezar a darle todos los botones, ¿no?
What time
Salud.
is it, officer?
Gracias.
Time is not relevant in this moment of your life.
I'm under the jurisdiction of the Vatican. You have to let me go.
The church can do nothing for you here. You, like everyone else in this town, answer to me and are... Now tell me, what brings the three of you?
Puto, 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 puto.
Ese es el mejor de todos, tono.
We were invited to attend.
And who invited?
Nobody invited me. It was my sister.
You're lying to me. No strangers allowed to get into the camp. Tell me the real reason.
Surprise,
I was dragged here by my sister. What does it matter after all? We never made it there.
Continue obscuring the truth, and you'll end up dragged into Akhrizat for eternity. Nikolai is a liar. He's already... I feel you're... We know your sister was at the castle last night. She was seen by multiple...
Acabo de escuchar un...
Pareció.
Are you sure that was How was that possible? You said strangers are not welcome. Has anyone I have to I don't know what exactly, but it was Victoria. Officer, can you... Complete nothingness.
¿Se lo han cargado? ¿Está abierto ahora?
Let me out! Finally! Am I free to leave now?
You both have to come with me. Again.
¿Qué coñazo
Why?
soy?
Oh, where?
Beyond the wall of crosses.
What?
Más allá del muro de las cruces.
The grandiose Church of Mary. After so many centuries, still here, still holding up against...
What are we doing here?
Yo diría que os van a pegar un tiro, pero bueno.
About anything. Now walk.
Yo te digo. Os van a dejar ahí en otra fosa común.
You made it past the through tall trees, unmarked paths, and unnatural dreadful into the heart of darkness where you invited us to meet.
¿Qué coño me estás contando?
You have, with your deeds.
I don't understand.
Ya somos 5.
What is this place? Why are we here?
This church was built with one purpose only, to repel evil from the Carcassa forest. It failed miserably, and was absorbed.
Chief, we'd appreciate it if you...
Words are unnecessary. Lights on, officer! Now, take a good look.
¿Sangre?
God.
Bueno. Está un poco desenfocado, ¿no?
What?
Lights off!
Un pelín.
Ranko Merzel, the beloved mayor of Sveti Kotar, hanging up there all alone with a... Underneath the mask, he has nothing left. His face ripped off, his skull cut open, and parts
Qué
of his
rico.
brain eaten.
Ya te digo.
All whilst alive,
Joder.
tortured cruelly by the moon ghouls, or those they want to become. In the very
Aquí la peña es
end,
muy chunga.
his
Ya te
chest
digo.
and abdomen were torn and his heart ripped out.
Y muy muerta de hambre.
His body is still up there.
We don't have to pull him down to know what happened. We've seen...
Who are the moon?
Saborans is their name. Servants of the moon demons.
Saboranos.
Some people believe they're not humans, but rather, we don't know who they are. They're hiding in the shadow.
This is a horrific...
Is this the way you welcome strangers in your town?
We know the mayor was murdered by Nermin, a man who decided to worship the moon. The past teaches us we are unable to see the true soul of other...
So you interrogate strangers and tell them of the existence...
Nermin didn't feast on the mayor's corpse alone. There was someone else.
The name Nermin does...
We're here for the first time in our lives, Chief. What do you want?
Lies. All lies. Where's Victoria?
Petra.
What do you mean?
We know she used the name Petra when introducing herself.
Our mother's name.
We just don't know where she's hiding. And
We don't know.
It was our plan to go looking for her. We don't...
Why do you think she's...
do not try to make a fool of me. She was seen pushing a man from the castle roof last night. And when we found his severed head, he wore a... We know she helped Nermin. Her scratch pad was found up in the belfry. If you want us to search for her, fine. Once we find her, she'll face the same fate as Nermin. They'll beg us to end...
Why would she help...
The Saborans cult needed a witch among them? Morbidity and... She's your sister. You should...
This is insane. My wife would never do harm to anyone, let alone join a cannibal cult.
Who is the man she...
We're still trying to fish his body parts from the chasm below the castle. Whoever he was, He's just...
How can you be so sure of her guilt? What proof do you...
We found her belongings in the belfry, and her coat in the wood.
Coat? How do you know it's hers?
A coat, badly damaged, with blood stains. Her wallet and personal ID were inside. An eviscerated fetus.
Qué asco, joder. ¿Cómo se pone este juego,
Cada vez es más agradable.
My
No puede ser más
She
escabroso.
still is. Don't you understand what they're trying to do here?
Victoria sacrificed her unborn child. We know she's hiding somewhere, and we know you're lying, which makes you
Madre
her and
mía.
Edmund's account. She even tried to make us believe she killed her.
I am a man of God. How dare you...
I've seen many people say or think they're godly men. That means nothing.
Why do you think she tried...
There was a suicide note. Many have taken their own lives in this forest. She thought... Pathetic. You clearly don't have any intention to help us. But we might have means to...
Chief, do you really think we would be lying?
Look around. Can you smell death? Can you sense wickedness? Of course I... And I don't know who you are, and I don't trust you. None of you. Take them away. Make them talk.
Gentlemen, you know how...
Why have we stopped, Detective?
Madre mía.
Someone needs to help you out. I'm letting you go.
All of a sudden you want to help us? Why?
Your sister came here to join a madman? And you're helping her to hide. That's insane. You must find...
Chief Noren will be...
I never lied to him. Or at least it's what he thinks. But you have to give me your word you won't leave town. We have your passports, but...
We promise.
I
Ya te
wouldn't
digo,
question a
Pepe.
word from two priests.
I... promise.
Start your search.
Dr. Hatur?
I was with him last night before the incident at the castle.
Before the incident? Are you sure?
My head injury sometimes makes me have memory lapses.
I'm sorry, but I knew it. The moment I saw that man, I knew...
I don't know how, but he might...
Could he be found at a...
Oh no. You can't possibly get to the Marov Asylum. It's off limits for non-staff or non-inmates. The doctor resides at the only lodge in this town.
Golding.
The Goldin Lodge. That's where...
Where's this?
From here, go down towards the lake. Once you reach the shore, go left. You can't...
Why did he stay at...
He wanted to make sure Victoria wasn't there. But to tell you the truth...
What time is...
I don't know, but it's getting late and you should...
The train is about to leave soon.
Qué pesado con el tren.
Could you give me...
That, I can...
We have to go.
A few words of advice before we part ways. There is... Don't get yourself fooled by the lights you see here. I know you can sense it. It's the opposite. Be wary while wandering around. Under no circumstances the moon ghouls are impossible to find. Except for when it's too late. God bless you all. I hope you find some...
¡Qué maravilla!
Todo muy guay.
We have to split, Benedict.
Esa
I'm going
es
to
la
the
mejor
lodge.
idea.
You should go back to the house, in case Victoria comes back.
Eso, yo a la mierda de casa.
I don't know my sister and... She became a person I've dreaded my whole life. She's a
Joder.
devil worshipper.
Esté rápido haciendo
Sí, sí,
juicios,
juicios. Sí, tal cual.
Who is...
Since when do you trust other people? They are lying.
Did she drag me here to sack...
Hey, she did not... Before this journey, when was the last time you...
A couple of years ago, I guess.
I see and talk to her every waking hour since we married. People don't change that...
They don't change. They just strip the facade and... If they are lying, how do you explain her scratch pad in the belfry?
I don't...
And what about her coat?
We should ask if this is true. The only person she spoke to after arriving here is the lady...
Don't forget, she was seen pushing...
Maybe she was assaulted. We don't know who that man is if we don't succeed in finding her soon. And this is partly on us. We weren't so weak. We wouldn't have been drowned, and just look around you.
I've noticed. It means we...
Even when dead tired, one can never sleep that much. Because we...
Uno es un mártir y el otro es un juez 10.
It's my fault?
No sé
It
quién
was
me
how
cae
you
peor.
explained the
Los
basketball.
dos.
You're right. I'm sorry. We should move, brother. She might already be back at the house.
No. I'm leaving.
Joder.
You what?
I'm leaving. Going back to Budapest.
You won't make it past the border. You don't have your passport.
I'll be fine. Given the circumstances, Father Imre will understand why I didn't talk to the priest of Sveti Kotar.
But he will judge you.
I don't care about Victoria and what she got. God will be her judge.
God will condemn you for leaving your
Te
sister
encanta
to
esta
die
gente,
here.
¿verdad?
Open your eyes. She's the only real family you have.
My family, I'm with God alone now.
If you leave, you will pursue your own selfish desires. She was accused wrongly. You need to stay here and help.
You think she might be back at the...
Could be. It's the only place. Are you going to help me?
Esto es inútil, está muerta. ¡Hala! Nos quedamos, ¿no?
I'm going to the house, and if she's there, I'm leaving at once.
You both wait on me, but stay out of the house and hide somewhere outside. I'm going to the law.
¿Y la casa dónde está?
Ivan Kotar. Sanctus Patronus.
Respeto al patrono.
Only dust remains of the thing that was set on fire last night.
Buenas noches, Marios.
Hola, buenas noches. BSAS.
For some people,
Buenos
this
Aires.
stone is the only hope they have left.
Entiendo,
Haven,
vamos.
last seen on the last day of February 1993. Young Kadia, missing his love since June. Beloved wife and mother, Melita Lovnyak, missing since October 19... Anyone found my legs yet?
Joder. Madre mía.
No tiene
Our beloved
desperdicio.
priest and friend.
Bueno, vamos a ver por ahí. ¿Qué encontramos? Este juego me está descolocando mucho, ¿eh?
Yo te digo, ando súper perdida.
Bien, conseguimos volver a la casa.
Enhorabuena.
Hay luna llena.
A esto no le hace falta luna llena. ¿Hay alguien llorando?
I wasn't sure I heard a voice, but I did. It's dark, and my eyes could be deceiving me, but that doesn't seem to be...
Who goes there? I'm Lucia, the owner of this house.
Voy a Napia.
I apologize, miss. I'm
Who's Victoria?
rough day. Sorry.
I didn't know she had a brother and that he was coming with her to Sveti Kotar.
Nobody knew. It was a last-minute decision.
So where is she now?
We're trying to find...
We. Who is we? Are there more people at...
Her husband, Nikolai, came as well.
I was told she was to come alone on Friday, October 28th. Said she wants to give herself a gift for the soul. A strange woman, I tell you that. Something happened?
Nothing in particular. We woke up and she was gone.
She's probably sightseeing. One can easily get lost in the beauty of the place, lose track of time.
Madre mía.
What happened here?
I didn't want to yell at you, but since you're asking, you tell me. I almost fainted of sorrow after. Look at my bust, reduced to pieces. Somebody has to pay for the...
Animales.
You'll have to ask the warden to pay for that.
The warden? What warden? Dr. Hatur?
Yes, Dr. Hatur.
But I did nothing wrong. Why would he come to my house? Was he looking for me?
I don't know. He didn't tell us the reason and we couldn't argue. A detective was with him.
Maybe they saw my art as blasphemous and heretical. Maybe that's why he destroyed the bust and the stoop.
Sí, la
He's
pileta de la
sending a
pica estaba rota.
message. I'm doomed.
He won't take further action.
What do you mean? He was here for me.
Why would he cause this damage without taking...
You think?
This looks like he was just giving a warning. Maybe because...
I don't know what I did, but I can live with a warning. I'll try to be more careful from now on. Thank you, my friend.
My friend.
Weren't you supposed to...
I told your sister I'll leave the key at the
Que te
neighbor's
sea leve,
and
Pepe.
that I'll pass
Descansa.
by later.
Yo
After
me
the
voy.
castle.
Digo, yo me voy. Estaba leyendo.
¿Te vas?
Buenas noches, Pepe.
You were at the...
Sure.
Did you see me?
I was there only for a brief time. Couldn't stand all those people. But how could I see? Wait a minute. Did you go inside without a mask?
No, of course not. Was she here after you...
I didn't make it. This right here is me. You are a strange person. No wonder you two are relatives.
Because she stayed in... And when I came back, I couldn't find her. I don't...
You know, if you don't trust her, you should just talk. But if you already did, then my only advice is that she may be old, but she never misses a thing. Always lurking.
I can do that.
If you just knock, she will pretend to be dead.
Joder, que
You
está
must
muerta.
introduce yourself to her. Say exactly who you are
La peña
and
está
why
fatal.
you're looking to talk to her. Tell the truth. I heard that she had some sort of visions of the life of
No
Vaya
es-
panorama que tenemos.
No es fingirá que no está, no, no, fingirá que está muerta.
As a babysitter.
I'll try to talk to her.
And do not go knocking on the door. She hates that.
Have you had any...
Whenever I don't have guests, I sleep here. And guests are as rare as the sun in this town.
It's just that both Nikolai and I had a rough night's sleep.
That must have been the demon of tiredness, not the house.
Lo que tú digas.
We opened the balcony.
So it was you who broke the glass on the door.
No, I just opened it. I promise.
Maybe those bloody crows did it. Wouldn't be the... It started recently. They come to the balcony, raking in mud. I tried to scare them off, but nothing is working. And I can't light a candle anymore. Whenever I do, they swarm outside and start scratching. The balcony is where they gather and ultimately die. It's like their graveyard. If they don't back off soon, I'll have to start taking action. I don't want my...
Do you mind if I look...
Not at all. You are allowed to stay here for 2 more nights. Unless...
That is something you should discuss. The blasphemous basin is destroyed.
Oh, lo apruebo. Approved.
I don't need it.
¿Por qué el cuadro está aquí?
This woman eerily reminds me back when I could rely on her.
Vamos a mirar el cuadro. ¿No? Aquí no había libros antes. Ah, está en el suelo.
It must have been the warden who did this. What use? We left it on the table, with its front side facing the wall. Now it's up again. We left... I should contemplate more about...
Cuadro de árbol.
Eso estaba ahí antes.
No lo sé.
It's a giant tree with dozens of corpses hanging from its branches. And
Pero casi mejor que no.
for some reason, someone decided to wrap the car.
Pues desenróllala.
No es buena idea.
Tampoco me deja hacer nada, así que...
Everything is as we left it, but the crow's head is missing, and the...
Aquí no parece que haya nada. Pues vamos a hablar con la supervecina. Cerrado, ¿no?
It's locked.
Vamos a darnos un poco de vidilla. Que no petara en la puerta, ¿no? Que los odia. Pues no pete en la ventana. Y le hace...
Hello? Madam Vera? My name is Benedek. I spent the night at your neighbor's. The woman that came with me... Did you see if she... Have you seen... Who are you? My name is Benedek, and...
¿Qué?
Vera is old, not deaf. Who are you? Benedek, I'm a monk from Budapest. What do you want from me, monk?
¿Por qué se está hablando a sí mismo?
I'm trying to find my sister. Have you seen her? No, but I heard last night. After we arrived? Much later, in the night, with a man. What man? Nikolai? No, the one who came here earlier today stayed in the house. The warden? Dr. Hathor? Him, the man with the demonic voice. What did Hathor and my sister do? Went into the forest together, talked there for a while, then silence.
Ah, debe estar leyendo los signos. Al ser sorda. Joder, podrían haberlo explicado un poco mejor, ¿no?
Ya.
Where in the forest? At the crossroad. Go straight into the forest. It's where the path leading from the town ends? Just go inside there. Once you find it, you will know.
A mí me
Musiquita.
dijeron que nada de entrar en el bosque.
Did you hear what they talked about? No, sounded like whispering, praying, chanting. Can you describe Hathor?
¿Qué?
What is it? My eyes were taken from me. God has his ways. I'm sorry. God has nothing on this. I deserved punishment. I deserve solitude. You still questioning my words. I am sure I didn't see him, but it is the same man that stayed in the house. The demonic voice.
Es una pizarra.
Pizarra.
I'm
Ah, bueno,
having a
claro, la
hard
pizarrita que
time
aparece en la
reading your
imagen.
chalkboard. Why can't you talk? Piece of chalkboard. School damaged object. A present from someone special to me. I asked if you could talk, madam. Tongue was torn out. I am eyeless and wordless.
Joder.
Terrible
Puede ver
fate.
más cosas
I
que le
can't
hayan
imagine
quitado.
the pain.
Ahora que te diga que no tiene cerebro.
Who made you blind and mute? No need to tell me. I just... The body of my sister.
¿Qué?
Your sister did this to you? A corpse now. She had to do it. It is my fault.
Cada vez
Joder.
entiendo menos este juego.
Your sister, family. I provoked. I need to suffer for my faith. It is all I have left.
Sí, casi mejor no preguntes más.
I heard about your I still have them. Visions of Ivan Kotar? His birth, life, the horrors of Udav.
Un ciego con visiones.
La ironía.
Una putada, más bien.
Can you tell me a bit more? Visions are mine. Excuse me. You are damaged. Missing soul you have. Excuse me? Cursed, like me, help me find the love of my life. I don't know this place. Everyone knew my love. On a full...
Lo que tú digas.
Madam, I searched for her at the same time. Look,
¿Esto qué es? ¿Como una misión secundaria?
¿Qué coño pasa?
you have to understand, it will take a miracle for me to find anyone in this valley. Yakov Prenger, town's former... A priest was your lover? He was to renounce his service. Not, dear God. I'll see what I can do.
Es todo rarísimo.
Es que es ciega, sorda y muda. Y tiene visiones.
Y se acostaba como un cura.
Bueno, eso explica lo de ciega, sorda y muda. ¿Cómo puede escribir en una pizarra siendo ciega, sorda y muda? De hecho, ¿cómo consiguió que hablara con ella? Petándole en la puerta, o sea, en la ventana.
No lo sé.
¿Qué es? ¿Como un murciélago? Siente el sonido. Es Daredevil.
Who keeps a dead tree?
Peña rarita.
Todo es raro en este juego.
The path the old lady told me about. All sorts of negative emotions are hitting me and I can't see a
Nos vamos.
No me gusta tanto negro, ¿no?
Ahora ya me deja coger el farolillo.
Do you mind if I...
That dust collecting thing is here because I inherited it with the house. Sometimes it gets very dark in the
Darker than this?
Vale.
It appears to be empty. I need to...
Antes había dicho que arriba había algo de aceite o algo, ¿no?
La palangana esa de aceite.
Cuenco este, ¿no?
Sí.
This should be enough.
Lo malo es que ahora no tenemos
It has enough oil to...
cerillas.
This bookshelf was full of books before.
A lo mejor tiene la señora. Lucija.
Never mind.
¿O no? Porque yo me imagino que si nos metemos en el bosque ahora no la enciende, ¿no?
No sé yo si será tan automático.
Por eso. Me extrañaría. Dios, no se puede ser más nerd corriendo, ¿eh? No. Hay que conseguir cerillas. Vamos a la pasada, que seguro que hay cerillas.
I should wait here for now.
¿O no? Entonces tiene que haber cerillas dentro. Aquí no había nada. Ya lo miramos todo. Vamos a mirar arriba a ver si nos falló algo.
Por ahí por encima de la mesa donde están los libros, no.
Poner encima de la mesa. A ver si lo
I
enciende con la
dare
mirada.
not to try this.
No puedes abrir el farol, ¿no? Ni nada, hacer
I
cosas
couldn't
Qué
have missed the
tontería.
tallest building out here. This must be the lodge where...
Que tenemos este lado. A lo mejor hay que hacer cosas antes. Por cierto, pedazo de posada.
La verdad es que sí. Mola mazo.
Uf, en la hierba alta.
Mejor no.
Goldine.
Grande. Qué grande. Que alguien me explique esto.
I wonder. What's...
Vamos a ver con Luca.
My name is Luca, at your service.
The guest rooms are upstairs.
Sir, only the guests who are chosen are allowed to see the rooms.
Los elegidos.
How can I be chosen?
Sir?
You said I have to be...
Right. I don't know how you can be chosen.
But who's choosing?
Mr. Wild, he's not here at the moment, and I don't know when...
Vaya mierda de botones, ¿no?
Pues sí.
I'm looking for Doc. I have an appointment with him.
No, you don't.
Excuse me?
The warden takes no visitors here, and I trust you are well aware you don't want to be a patient of his.
Can you tell me what...
I don't know where it is.
What do you mean? You are...
I never saw Mr. Goldine's room. I only heard about it from Mr.
I have to speak to Mr. Hatur, not Mr. Goldine.
I know, but like I said, I never saw his room. Dr. Hatur resides in Goldine's former room.
How is it possible? Have you just started working here?
No, sir. I'm working here for quite some time, actually. But I'm not allowed to see Goldine's room. And I don't...
How can I find Hatur?
I don't know.
Is he even in the lodge?
Yes, he is. Look, you should probably ask Mr. Wild about everything you need or want.
Joder.
Where is Mr.
He's not here.
I know. I can see that. Where can I find him?
You
Dios,
can.
es como pegarse contra una pared.
Le encontrará usted.
That bricked up passage.
Yes,
What happened?
it was bricked up. Oh, I'm not sure, sir. That was long before my time. I just heard stories.
Tell me more.
I can't. All I can say is there is another way to get inside the room.
Where?
Joder.
How do I
No lo
find
sé.
I don't know. And if I did, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Vaya mierda de recepcionista, Dios, no vale para nada. No te dan
Ruben,
información.
if you-
Certain.
Dios, mira fotos por ahí o algo.
Ay, qué bueno ha sido ese.
No food in there. Just
Vale, que hay un perro o algo entonces. Hostia, pensaba que era Leonardo DiCaprio.
¿Quién es?
Nicholas Handel.
Vale. Hay un agujero en el reloj.
The clock is dead.
¿Con esto se le da la cuerda?
Not sure about its usage. I've already read it.
Vale, pero yo quiero saber qué dice. Joder.
I see an executioner talking to small-sized men and women. Pula. Seems to be a painting of the place. Several people were calling for help, drowning in the ocean.
Todos los cuadros mola mucho, ¿no?
Elderly women dancing with a tall, dark man around a man standing at the entrance of the forest.
Joder.
Franco Merzel. Martin Zudervliet. Natalia Pieters.
No son dos, ¿eh?
No.
Ivan Goldin.
Los que tienen cara de majos.
Zaz.
Sasu.
Fran Merzel.
Buah.
I'm not allowed to go up.
Me lo suponía. Pues aquí no hay mucho más, ¿eh?
No. A lo mejor dando la vuelta alrededor de la posada.
No lo sé. Un segundo aquí a ver si hay algo más. No, solo hay los bustos y ya. ¡Wey!
Se ha deslizado.
¿Cuánto flow? A ver. Podemos volver, que no creo que me deje. Bueno, vamos a meternos por la hierba alta. Que siempre es una buena idea.
Looks like a maze.
No, pues a él no se lo parece.
Pero con tu truco es fácil. Bueno, embarcadero. No sé. Barca. Vamos a hablar con Antun. Uy, un cubo.
Qué guay.
Hello, youngster. What's your name?
Antun,
Qué miedo me da.
What are you doing here?
fishing.
At night?
Best time.
Spar con palabras, ¿eh?
Ujú. También es un poco chungo.
It's dangerous to be out here.
Why?
Didn't you hear what happened to your mayor? And
You mean the moon ghouls? I saw them once.
what do they look?
Yellow.
Their whole bodies, they don't have faces.
Son los Simpson.
Their faces are shadows.
You were hidden?
They saw me, but they could do nothing. Dr. Hatur was taking them away.
Where did he take them?
I don't know. The doctor told me to go away. He's always good to me. Always gives me food.
Eso es muy Hansel y Gretel, ¿no?
How's your fishing?
Badly.
Wouldn't you need a fishing rod? Net?
I'm not trying to catch them. I'm just calling them.
The lake seems like...
I know it is. Mother Evelina told me.
So your mother told you to come to this very pier at night?
She is good to me. She made this dress with bells just for me.
Others?
My brothers.
Why would she give you a
I can call for help when others are mean to me. Evelyn?
Why do you let your...
I don't want to be mean towards strangers. Mother Evelyn...
Your siblings can't be strangers to you. You live in the same house. Eat the same food.
We live together, but they are still strangers. See, I think they know where their parents...
Kid.
No.
So, Evel...
She told me my mother and father are living here now. I'm trying to call...
Do you live in a...
I live in a big house. Above our roof is a giant tower with... And we have a big courtyard. With a big wall and tall trees that prevent demons and evil spirits to visit us.
You know, when I was...
Evelina was your mother too?
No. My mother's name was Olga.
Was she as good as
Pero
my
no era
mother?
Petra.
She
Ah, no, que
always
este es
protected
el
me
otro,
from
es
my
verdad.
brothers and sisters.
You also had a dress like mine?
No, but I would have... Take care.
Goodbye.
It's empty.
Este sitio es muy raro.
Just a boat.
Pues no veo mucho más que hacer, ¿eh? No sé tú.
Lo de las... Bueno, no sé si por el pueblo hay más sitios a los que ir.
A ver si me deja volver este. El otro no me dejaba salir.
No. I have to find Hatur.
A ver si el hablar con el chaval me ha desbloqueado más conversaciones con
Sí, como habla tanto.
el maravilloso botones.
I saw the dark.
We call it the bathroom.
Who are those people?
Not people, just sculptures made in their honor.
That's what I meant. Why did you decide to honor those people?
I decided nothing, sir. The owner did.
Uy, qué
From
tío, la Virgen.
Who are they?
Frank,
Me pone
the
nerviosa,
son
¿eh?
who renovated the place. His son, Ranko, who served as fresh meat for the crows earlier today. Goldin, the original owner of this building, who also designed it and built it. And several former guests who had lost themselves in the maze outside.
Qué bien.
Lost?
A few of them are still alive, but lost mentally.
How's that possible?
The maze is a dangerous place, sir, as old as this very building. No one alive or it was devised by Mr. Goldin for reasons known only to Mr. Wilde.
He's been inside.
He was. In fact, only those who haven't been chosen were lost. If Mr. Wilde chooses you, you're safe to go. Otherwise, you...
Why would anyone...
There are stories going around. The townies, especially the elder ones, say that Mr. Goldin hid a treasure at its center. Some people come to Sveti Kotar only for the maze, and then they go...
Someone could just...
The maze cannot be touched. It's forbidden to do so, and the shrubbery is deadly poisonous.
Who is Mr.
The architect employed by the church in medieval. He came to town with the Inquisition, designed and oversaw the construction of the
Qué bien
castle,
suena
church
eso.
and court. He liked the place so much, he decided to stay and build this lodge for himself. lived with his cats until he vanished one day. Vanished forever.
Se lo comieron los gatos.
Yep.
What happened to him?
Disappeared. That's all I know. Mr. Wall surely knows more, but he doesn't want to tell anyone.
Do you have a...
Now, we're done.
Then why do you have a ball?
That belongs to the king in yellow.
Do you want to tell...
No, sir. I can't tell you who he is.
This king in yellow. Cat or dog, whatever it is. And if I can get to him... Luca, if you'll...
Certainly.
No food.
Yo no.
Andas perdido, ¿no?
No entiendo nada.
¿Qué tienes en el inventario?
Una carta que ya la he leído y no me quiere leer.
I've already read it several times. Think clear. Why?
No sé.
Porque lo digo yo.
Why?
¿Y qué? Ahora vamos a hablar con el niño a ver si... ¿nos dice algo más? Es que no tengo nada claro, absolutamente nada.
Ya.
Do you have...
Why?
I need food for a pet. He's...
You want to see the...
how did...
He's beautiful. That is why.
What are you doing, kid? That must...
Take it. This will definitely help you. He loves my skin.
¿Pero esto qué es?
Mother Evelina says I can't feel pain. I use skin to cool my mother. They don't seem to love it.
Thank you, Anton. But don't do that.
Madre mía.
Take care.
Goodbye.
Y que tú lo cojas, tiene tela.
Es que no sé qué decir ya.
Es perturbador a un nivel que ya te supera.
Es que acostumbrado a películas, aventuras gráficas míticas, que es difícil avanzar porque son cosas, hay que hacer cosas absurdas como el Monkey Island o el Manic Mansion. Vale. Pero esto es súper raro.
Hola, gatito. Gatito deslizante.
Gatito enfermo, ¿no?
Where
El
is
señor
he?
Wilde es el gato.
Sí.
He answered. You can see him now.
This room is the same as before.
That is him. The king in yellow is Mr. Wilde.
Mr. Wilde is a cat?
Mr. Wilde is the name of his earthly being. The body has an essence, a soul. You can think of yourself as a lucky man. He loves to eat human skin. But I think he chose...
What sir?
Strange is the night when dark arises. On a strange night like this with a full moon. Stranger still is the lost man.
¿Qué
Dr. Hadur
cojones?
sank today's circumstances in sorrow. But
So,
as the king in yellow.
I have to talk to a cat. Is this man one of Hatur's patients? I would like your permission to go upstairs.
The king says you are not allowed. You may, though, go to his room.
If I don't go upstairs, how... where...
There is a passage leading to it. The king will not help you find it, but neither will he obstruct you.
What are you...
I'm not allowed to see it. You're free to step inside. Though beware, once you get in, there is no coming back.
Can I go?
The king says you're allowed.
Nothing...
You're afraid of who you are.
What does that mean?
That it is safe for you. I'm only the messenger. The king says you may just go and don't look back. Not every...
Excuse me.
Esto es muy raro.
Totalmente surrealista.
Lucas said it's not possible to come back.
No puedes volver.
Not...
No.
Voy a grabar. De hecho, dijo que ahora podíamos ir al
Sí, laberinto.
laberinto, ¿no?
Ujú.
Pues bueno, quedan 3 minutos para que lo dejemos. Vamos a probar un segundito. Que tengo curiosidad por el laberinto.
Mira con qué estilazo corre. Me encanta. Es un laberinto a la antigua usanza.
Ujú. Y hay que dar la vuelta.
Ujú.
Y ahora tocaría por aquí, ¿no?
Sí.
Lo malo es que aquí te cambia la perspectiva y es más fácil perderse. ¿Y
Para
ahora?
abajo.
¿Por aquí? Vale, hemos vuelto al
Y
principio.
ahora arriba.
Pues por ahora no hay mucho por donde ir, ¿eh? Solo por la izquierda.
Es lo que queda.
Derecha.
Ujú.
Es que parece que por aquí pasan tractores.
Tan, tan, tan.
Esto se repite cosa mala, ¿eh?
Es parte de los laberintos.
Sí, no te digo que no, pero a lo que me refiero es que como está variando la perspectiva cada 2x3. Yo creo que estamos dando la vuelta.
This must be the heart of the maze.
¿O no? Aquí está el tesoro.
If the maze is as old as the building, then this oak tree should... Is it possible that a treasure is hidden below?
¿Qué
I
coño?
descended steep stairs and walked through a long tunnel to get here.
Al fondo del lago, qué guay.
A long dead corpse is resting here.
Madre mía.
He died looking at the beauty of the water above. Looks like a journal to me. There are a lot of blank pages in here. It's official. I'm a Vatican. If only I could have a soul at peace. Today, we arrived in Sabor. I hate it here. Ulrich wants me to build them a church in the forest? My time here will be prolonged. I think Ulrich is a madman. No.
Vale. Vamos a robarle, ¿no?
The medallion of a 15th century pope, Innocent VIII.
Buah, eso
He
ni
acknowledged
veis.
witchcraft, condemned it, and made sure to hunt and exterminate.
Y nada más.
En fin.
Y ahora vamos a poder...
I could get out of here.
No, sal. No me fastidies. Voy a volver para adentro otra vez. Y grabo ahí. Con un poco de suerte... Ah, no. ¡Eh! ¡Lo está viendo!
Hay que castigarlo.
Sí. ¿Qué le voy a decir?
The king in yellow is here.
Ya no es nadie. Si está aquí el amarillo, ya no es nadie.
You're free to step inside. Once you get...
Bueno, lo vamos a dejar aquí por esta noche. Mañana volveremos con House of Ashes y espero que nos dé tiempo a terminarlo. Y a ver cuánta gente nos sobrevive al final, aunque por ahora llevamos un buen balance. Así que nada, muchas gracias como siempre y hasta mañana.
Chao.